What's up, people? It's NHCurl30 here, and this is the second episode of NG Minute. There is not going to be anything about SmackDown because I could care less that SmackDown was on. There was really nothing interesting for me to see, but there is a few things on Raw as well as TNA that has happened this past week. Now, let's get started with Raw. Now, Raw was pretty much all about Paul Bearer, all about Paul Bearer's passing and paying respect to him. But what did they do? They actually played Paul Bearer's death into the storyline. Not only having CM Punk interrupt at the beginning of the show, he interrupted at the end of the show when both Kane and The Undertaker were paying respects to Paul Bearer. Those were the most humble moments of those guys' career. I mean, who has ever seen The Undertaker and Kane being humble all at once? Especially to somebody they respected as Paul Bearer. In my opinion, that was absolutely disrespectful for what they did. I did not agree with it at all, and I ranted about it on my review, and I still rant about it now. Even though you're trying to pump it up to WrestleMania, because let's face it, CM Punk versus The Undertaker, absolutely pointless match, period. There's really no build at all. Well, they're trying to build it up, but it's not even relevant. It doesn't even make any sense. So it does make sense for him to come out there because he's a heel. I get it. I understand they're trying to build it up. I get it. But still, at least give Paul Bearer that one night to pay respects. They did the same thing with Owen Hart. They did the same thing when Ric Flair was retiring. At least pay Paul Bearer that respect. Come on now. Now, moving on from there, I cannot remember whether or not it happened the same night or the following week. I could be wrong. If I am, leave it in the comment section below. But the Bella Twins are back. I guess the Bella Twins are supposed to be saving the Divas division, but I don't know how they're going to do it since they kind of got fired in the first place. But either or, interesting things should be happening when the Bella Twins come back. But my guess is that they're probably not going to be twins. They're probably going to be separate and probably doing their own thing individually, which should be interesting because it would pretty much let you know, well, actually kind of makes you curious of who the better Bella is. Not to mention the fact that if Karma comes back, she definitely has somebody to feud with. But I highly doubt that she's going to return. But anyway, moving on to kind of rounding out the week was TNA. Now, it was all about the Aces and Eights, especially the fact that after lockdown, Bully Ray came out and admitted that he was the president of the Aces and Eights. Everything was revealed. Everything was out in the open. Everyone was unmasked. Boom, there you go. But this is the one thing that puzzles me. For a group of thugs that are supposed to be not only have some sort of anonymity, but also be in a group and be tough, why on earth would you actually be pushing your merch on the air? Like, seriously, and why on earth would you, like, literally be trying to convince people to buy your stuff on the air as well as taking over the website? Yeah, that's cute. I get it. But you're pushing your merch on the air? That is so not tough. That is so not hardcore. Let alone having a Twitter page. It's every single day I watch the Aces and Eights. It just makes me feel like these guys are becoming wussier and wussier and wussier as the days go on. You think that somebody as tough as Bully Ray will come around and actually make it tougher and make it more interesting. And it kind of is, but when they actually did the whole merch thing, and don't get me wrong, we're the Aces and Eights shirts. We should have Aces and Eights shirts. And I'm like, and then all the stuff they were talking about at their meeting, it was so not hardcore. Like, I really was looking forward to the Aces and Eights being a lot more hardcore than they were. But honestly, I just really am not seeing it. But I'm curious of what you guys think about this. Leave your comments in the comment section below about all the topics that I discussed. And I want to hear your feedback on it. Send me a video response or leave a comment down below. Thank you so much. NG Minute, signing out. Peace out, y'all.